your husband must have a reason to say no. If your husband's reason is because of your health issue, you cannot go out because you need to take care of yourself. That makes sense. But if your husband is saying, I don't want you to go out and show people your face. I don't want to be known as my wife. Go out to work and then I have no face. If that kind of husband, you think twice with this relationship.
Adeline is the CEO of Decorous Motion, a multi-brands company overseeing Pliē Malaysia, Soko Asia and Quinlivan. A proud mother of two and a seasoned brand strategist, she specializes in community building, brand development and digital campaigns. Adeline has spearheaded multiple projects focused on the mom niche and is dedicated to fostering strong community connection through her work and personal advocacy. She has organized curated events for like-minded women, creating spaces for networking, support and growth. Driven by a desire to be limitless in her endeavours, Adeline continuously strives to break boundaries and make a positive impact in both her professional and personal life. Hey guys, I'm Weng. I'm your host for The Mind of a CEO, where we share about startup, innovation and also business. So today we have Adeline. She is the CEO of Decorous Motion, a multi-brands company overseeing Pliē Malaysia, Soko Asia and also Quinlivan. A proud mother of two and a seasoned brand strategist. She specializes in community buildings, brand development and also digital campaigns.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So hi Adeline, welcome.
Hi.
To our, I think this is our third episode. Yeah, first of all, thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me.
No worries at all. And first of all, can you briefly, introduce about yourself?
Like you said, I'm a mother of two. I've been working ever since I finished my studies. I've never worked before. So because I'm from a business background, my family runs business. So I'm brought up in a way where we want to do business. Yeah.
So it means that you have never worked, as in you have never worked for other people.
No.
So all the while you have been doing business since once you finish off your study.
Yes. Actually, before I finished my study, I actually when I was 21, I go for unit trust.
Oh.
I went to test, go for the exam, go for the classes. But then after I passed and I got the license, and then I looked into the percentage, it was very low. But then if you think about it, if I started like 20 years ago, then it will be good. And now I have
because you started earlier. Yeah.
So and then I wasn't attracted with the money because it's too small. That time is like I want things to be more higher return and all.
Yeah.
So I got into technical chart analyst. So
technical chart analyst.
Yeah. So I'm actually a trader by training. So we host events, we host courses, and then we had a guru that we follow from Brunei, and then we actually use his teaching and teach. So I'm an instructor as well.
Aren't those make more money?
Yes, we've been doing very well with that for about 8 years. So I started 21, 22, and then about 30 years. I'm 30 years old. That's when MCO everything hits. So when MCO hits, we had to close down. We cannot travel because my husband and I used to travel to Singapore, Philippines, Thailand, London, just to give talk and teach courses with our guru lah, our sifu lah. Then after that, because MCO hits, then we cannot travel anymore. So we cannot organize boot camp, we cannot organize courses. So our income stream stopped. So we had to close down our event space. Then we had to close down our business. Yeah, and then that's when my husband pivoted to other things like investment link by himself. So he do investment deals. Like if you're looking for certain ROI at a certain short term or long term of investment, he can source for you. That is his job right now.
Also, pretty much like he's still doing the trading.
Yeah, he's freelance. Yes, trading and all. Yeah, freelance. Yeah, no longer training, but he's doing trading
by her own.
His own. Yes.
Why don't you follow him, or just not?
I got tired because it's very dry, and then I do the thing repeated, like because you teach a course and you host events of 30, 40, 50. We used to host up to 300 people to Genting. It gets very tiring, and then it's a repetitive jobs and the course. So I just wanted to since we stop it, and then I told my husband, okay, let me enjoy being a mother first. So then I got my first child, my daughter, and then I actually fully soaked into motherhood for a year. as a full-time mom, full-time housewife.
Do you enjoy it?
No, I lost myself. I lost myself. In Chinese we call 怀疑人生. It's like, because I used to be so outgoing. I go around and I meet people all the time. Then suddenly one year I focus on, I love it. I love to be a mother, but I cannot stay at home every day. And at that point, I feel like I'm living my life for people, but for my daughter, for my husband, but not for myself. I'm not me anymore.
What inspired you to start up this, how do I pronounce this
Pliē.
correctly? Pliē. So it's a
Pliē.
Brazilian brand.
Brazilian shapewear brand.
So what inspired you to have this business?
So the story goes back to when I was so tired of being a full-time mother. I wanted to just do something. Then I was asking myself, what are the things that I'm passionate about? So the thing that I'm passionate about is to do business around women. Because I'm very creative and I want to surround myself with businesswomen. And when I was very young, I followed Robert Kiyosaki. Very, very young. I was like from 1, from 2, I already experienced Rich Dad Poor Dad and all. So I was like 13 years old, I already reading their books and all. So my idol that time was Kim Kiyosaki. And that time she actually came to Malaysia one time. I don't know when, but she was on the stage and she said that, here, this is Robert, my husband, and I don't need him in my life. I want him in my life. So when he said that, it's very impactful to me, because to her is, we as a woman, we do not need a man in our life, but we want a man in our life, because both men and women has a different role in life and we balance each other. So a lot of people, like, they say, oh, woman power, woman empowerment. They're very, sometimes it's too over. They say, oh, we don't need men. We can live as a woman. Actually, I feel like we have a balance. Like, I truly believe that when we get to be with someone, it has to be like, I don't need you, but I want you to be in my life. That kind of concept. So I have that kind of thinking. And I feel like a lot of women, they don't have that thinking. They always like, oh, I want to find a partner. And then because I need them. I cannot survive without them. Or some people, like, they are very smart, but they don't know how to use their skill and their knowledge. So it's like, the knowledge is power, but it is not a power when you do not know how to use it. So that is why I strongly believe it. So I wanted to do something that empower women from the very beginning, something that is sustainable, that I'm passionate about, because you have to do something that you are passionate about. If you do something that you're not passionate about for the money only, it will dry, your fire will go off very soon. So for me, it's like, so that's why it keep me going, because I'm very passionate, because it's revolve around women. So of course, woman business, what are the things that can earn, like, woman, 女人钱最好赚, like say, like, woman, like, because I'm a consumer myself. I ask myself, what are the things that I would buy, I would spend. So that time also I was preparing to get to have my second child. Preparing to get my second pregnancy. So I was like, okay, what is my struggle when I had my first pregnancy? My struggle was to find the proper supportive maternity wear. I cannot find. I walk like a crab, like crab 螃蟹, like left, right, and then in and out the car, I need to hold my belly. I suffered so much. I had water retention. I put on so much weight. Really very bad. And then I had to a lot of challenges as a first time pregnant mother, because I wasn't prepared. Then I told myself, okay, I need to find this one to fill the gap in the market, because I cannot find it. So I bumped into Pliē. Pliē actually is a Brazilian shapewear brand. They specialize in different collection. And one of the collection is called the maternity shapewear. So it's like a shapewear designed for pregnant mothers. So it not only helps you to lift your baby bump, it also support your back. It also shape your baby bump. Means that it doesn't drop that much. So when your baby bump grow and it doesn't drop that much, the stretch marks also will be reduced.
I appreciate that you won't get a whole bunch of products in first.
Yes.
Right? So how do you, interesting would be knowing how is your go to market, or how do you validate, that this products actually has huge markets in Malaysia?
Actually, the validation, it was myself. I started Pliē. I honestly speaking, I really did not use my logical sense. I did not go through the numbers. Normally it's a business planning. You need to go into numbers and all. But at that point in time, for me, it's all about how I feel, and I feel that my intuition. I do a lot of things with my intuition. So when I feel right, I think that and then when I try the product, I love it. So I feel like, okay, there must be people out there that is like me, that is looking and they're willing to spend.
Aren't there any other brands like?
There is, but all the design at that moment, all the design is not supportive. It's just a piece of extra cloth covering the belly. The design is not a compression where it has like a kangaroo pouch that lifts it up and to support. So the Pliē maternity pants, right? The design is there's like a kangaroo pouch. It lifts up your baby bump and actually pull it upwards so that you balance yourself. So your 中心 is there. So you don't you
center of
wouldn't
gravity.
Center of gravity. Then your back will be supported. So your posture will be right. So it will reduce your back pain in the long run. So people ask when is the right time to wear. As long as you are pregnant, you have to start wearing, because that's when our bodies start to change and start to get wobbly. I was pregnant then, and I tried the product, and then I was like, okay, I told Singapore and Brazil, I said, okay, I'm gonna send, because Pliē, we are headed by Singapore Southeast Asia headquarter. So I signed with Singapore, and I told them that, okay, let's do this. So during the MCO, they are very lenient. They said, okay, Adeline, you want to try? Let's try. Give it a try. So there's no franchise fee. It's just an MOQ kind of product. So they just let me bring in some product to try. So I said, okay, I want to try maternity only. So I launched Pliē with maternity range. That's why maternity was known and as a maternity range. And they said, oh, not only maternity, you have postpartum. Because after that, slowly we bring in postpartum wear, post-surgery wear, corset, and fitness wear. Yeah.
So do you start this brand by directly opening the shops, or you start somewhere else?
No, I started online, because the time is during MCO. I was in my third trimester, and then the purpose to place order and for the product to arrive in Malaysia, it takes 2 to 3 months. Because it's a custom made. It doesn't it's not like on the rack I buy and then straight away ship. No. Whatever that I order, they will make for us and then they will ship it. So it takes 1 to 3 months. Buffer lah. Usually 2 months, okay. So 1 to 3 months. So when the shipment arrived, my first shipment arrived, it was around early August. So I told myself, okay, because my due date was early November, so 3 months. I was at my third trimester, so I told myself, I was struggling. I was like, should I launch now? Should I launch after I give birth? I think. I was like, okay lah, don't care lah, just launch lah. So I just on the month itself, I just launched. We did a pre-launch first. Then after that, we launched a full official launch.
So pre-launch online.
Online.
So how do you just open up a page, or how?
Yes, we invested in a .com website, and then we do everything, and then we do it on Shopify, and then we did everything, and then people get to order online, and of course through social media and word of mouth we promote. So I get quite a lot of orders in, and get me excited. And during MCO you cannot hire, so I do all the packaging, I do everything myself. Yeah, in my condo that time. So imagine I was pregnant and then wearing Pliē, and then I will do all these things. So but it was very good, supportive. As I was starting the business, I was wearing Pliē. So I'm very convinced. Because I myself love it so much. Like, I can't wait to be pregnant again, to wear it again. And every pregnant woman that walk into our shop, right, I have no shame to tell them, you must buy at least 2. No shame, because they will then thank me for that. Because they will, is it Pliē, our maternity pants, right? Especially our maternity pants, right? They sometimes people tell that, oh, pregnant 9 months, 10 months, oh yeah, we don't need to buy all these things. They think that don't need. But once they try it on, they cannot live without it. That is the beauty of Pliē maternity pants.
Can they actually wear this after?
Can. As a normal pants, no compression, it's a very soft, short pants, a very soft leggings, yeah. They can wear. They can even vacuum pack it and then keep for the next pregnancy.
So will you be able to tell us, like, on the first, maybe the 6 months of the launch, approximately how much have you guys made?
Very slow. Because that time I'm very new, so I did not really focus much of sales business, but more like
also, right?
Yeah, just new pandemic. So we are quite very slow. Like I only sell like 10 pieces a month.
Oh, it's good enough though.
Yeah, 20 pieces a month. Very little. Like 15. If got 10 pieces, I laugh already. Like 10 pieces. But because that time there's no overheads, because it's only on my condo, and I do everything myself. Of course, there's some kind of expenses, but I didn't have to hire people yet. I didn't have to pay rental yet. So I do everything myself. And then my husband is my delivery person, not the drop off the luggage and the parcel. So my husband is my first part-timer. But I didn't pay him. In fact, he put in money. so I get him to work for me, and then we pack, and then we just do everything. So at that point, I actually not focusing on selling much, but building the brand. So exposure. So I did a lot of podcasts. If you look into Pliē 4 years ago, our Instagram live, IG live, you can see that there's a lot of podcasts that I did online. I invite like a lot of like 4 speakers a month, and then we did podcasts over live, IG live. And then that time I had a part-timer. Then she helped me to convert the IG live, extract it out, and then put it in
short videos.
Spotify.
Spotify.
I say correct, it's Spotify. So I had an audio Spotify that time also. So if you Google Spotify, Google Pliē Malaysia, you can see that my previous audios is there.
That's good.
The reason why we eat jump is because we have a store, and also we engage with like what do you call what do you streamer, live stream. Yes. So we go into that direction where they help us to sell within their platform and all. That's why. And then also having a shop retail like this, because we have this shop for 1.5 years. It helps because people buy online, they will buy 1-2 piece, one piece. They will try. But if they walk in with the intention to buy, they will accidentally buy 4 or 5 pieces. They will buy after they try on. So when they try on one, we say, hey, try this lah. And then, I love this. Oh my God, I want this. Okay lah, I buy 4 or 5. But actually, intentionally, they just want to buy 1. So because they try it on, they love it, and then the quality speaks for itself, and they last very long. So my only way to get customer is the first purchase actually, because they buy one time, it lasts them 1 year, 1.5 years, can be 2 years if they really wash it properly with their hands and all. It's very long lasting. Even they buy the maternity wear, right? First pregnancy, after done, vacuum pack it. Second pregnancy still can use, So actually, return is quite if they buy a lot one time, then they won't come back to buy so much. That's why I pivot my business from there to add on more SKU, so more product range. So they will come back to buy the panty, the high waist panty, the corset, the fitness range. So I attract them to come in to buy more. Yeah.
So what's your projection revenue for next year?
Next year, I want to break our 1 million sales, but to be honest, this year the market has been very slow. I'm not sure about other business, but now it's already August, so fast. It has been a bit slow, but it's like it hits certain amount that we are okay. But next year, you say 2025, right? I want to really steadily hit more than 1 million. And then the next 5 years will be like steadily, like I said previously, I said 5 million per year. But that one is in the progress where I have more outlets, I have more reseller and all. It can be done. But of course, chicken and egg thing, you have to put more money to push it. Yeah, because I'm very heavily on stock basis.
Can you briefly tell us, your daily routine? I'm just curious, how do you actually manage your time, juggling between a business and also...
A lot of people ask me this question. How do I juggle my time? I feel like I actually segmentize I block. Okay, I keep my timing like a block. Like okay, in the morning, weekday, I wake up at 5:45. I wake up at 5:45, I get my 2 kids ready to school. So even though I have helper, but I do that myself. So I get them dressed, I get them, but my helper will prepare the breakfast. So, but I will sit with them until 7. Then 7 o'clock, they go off to school. My husband will send them. So 7 o'clock, I will either go to the gym or I will follow my husband to go to drop them off and go for a run in the park, botanical garden, or I will go back to sleep, depending on the routine of that day itself. So that's how then, but 8:30 I must be up. 8:30 I must be out to get ready, because by 9:30 I must be out of the house. So my commitment, if there's no special early appointment, is by 9:30 I'm out of the house. 10 o'clock is where I start my work. My work brain is activated. I work until 4:30 to 5. So while doing my 10 to 4:30 to 5, this time I'm fully focused. because I have a good support system. I have my helper is really reliable, and my husband is also very good, very hands-on. And now that I have my mom with me at home, so I have another pair of eyes to watch over the kids. So I honestly have very good support system in a way. But of course, I constantly throughout the day, I check the CCTV. I'll talk to my kids every now and then. They will text me through iMessage and iPad at home. So we always have connection and communication. So my kids are very secure. They don't feel insecure. They are 安全感, is it? They are very secure because anytime they reach me, they can get me. So I feel very at ease. That is the most important part of my entrepreneur life. I feel that my kids are safe and I have a support system that I can go out, do all I can, 出去闯, and they give me the motivation. And my mom said, yeah, you just go and do whatever you need to do. My kids was like, Mommy, are you going to be on this podcast? I told my daughter this morning, I want to listen. I want to watch. I said, okay, can. So they know whatever I'm doing. Like if I have a sales, I have campaign, I have an interview, or I do a photo shoot, my kids are all well aware what I'm doing. So I said, okay, don't disturb me. 2:00, you cannot call me. They will understand. Yeah, they know. So I think the communication with our family members is very important. Very important. You have to tell them what you do so that they're not like thinking like, oh, you're busy, but what are you busy about? Right. So I'm very transparent with my day-to-day agenda, day-to-day meeting, like, I'll be in Publica, and then tomorrow or 4:00 I'll be here. I'll be here. We have a group chat with my helper and my husband. So they know my agenda. They know like, okay, at what time I'm here, at what time I'm free, at what time I'm coming back, whether I'm coming back for dinner or not. And if I'm not back for dinner, in the morning I will meal prep. I'll tell my helper, okay, what are you cooking for lunch? Oh, can we steam this fish? So I prep everything and I put in the foil, and then I say, okay, you steam this fish, and then at night I marinate the chicken. Okay, you do this with potato with it. So I teach her. So I meal prep before I leave. So I know that whatever that my helper cook is what I want my kids to have.
So a lot of communication.
A lot of communication and a lot of planning. So that's why my time, right? A lot of people say, spontaneous can date you, can ask you out for spontaneous. You can try. Because sometimes appointment don't go through, appointment cancel, you delay, whatever, I can accommodate. But to be honest, my planning is 2 weeks to 1 month ahead. 2 weeks to 1 month ahead. My time is locked. Like Monday, this, okay. Tuesday. And then to firm it out is 1 week before. But I now 1 month before I already have my full month. So August, I'm fully packed. So anyone want to do anything is September already.
So, yeah. I mean, you have worked like very hard, right?
Yes.
So the next question will be, does hard work really works?
Hard work doesn't work when you do not have the knowledge and the connection, the friendship, the relationship. So for me, I'm actually an introvert. But people say I'm a hybrid because they say that, you don't look like you're an introvert. I am actually a hybrid. I enjoy me time. I can be myself, and also I can be with people. Okay, depending what is my role. So I really strongly believe in this. I live by this quote by luck is when preparation meets opportunity. Because when you are prepared, there's always opportunity. So you always have to be prepared. So for me, my personal goal every day is to be better every day and to do my best every day. And as long as whatever that I do not harm, do not hurt, do not take advantage, and there's always a win-win situation, I'm okay. So I'm very fluid, I'm very flexible, but I have my own 原则, my own principle where some things I cannot compromise, some things I can compromise, and sometimes I say, if I pre-book like this is a time for my family, I won't compromise. But if you ask my time earlier, I can plan my time and then keep my kids busy, then I can adjust my time. So you must have a priority in life, what you can prioritize, and sometimes you can prioritize your work and put your family aside as long as they know what you're doing and they are safe and they are well taken care of. You get what I mean? Like sometimes I say, today the whole day my priority is to work because I have so many meetings and so many appointments. I said, how about your kids at home? They are well taken care of. I know in my heart it's like I already arranged everything. I know that their food, they are at home safe, or they have transportation. I know that they are safe at home. They are well taken care of, and I can focus one day. My priority is work. You get what I mean? Yeah. So sometimes people say, I cannot. My priority is my family. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes you need to see situation where what is your focus that time, that day, or that point in time. And when, like, for example, of course, emergency, of course you can attend.
Yes.
But if let's say today is really for this, I will prioritize it. They cannot disturb me. Unless it's like really serious thing, they can call me. If not, settle yourself, you know, like call your father lah, you know, something like that. So for me, hard work would not pay off if you blindly just hard work. You need to be hardworking, at the same time be effective and efficient. You need to plan, and you need to know who to work with. Of course, you cannot be fake also, because to have a sustainable business relationship with friends and with brands and with founders and with owners and even with co-workers and team, it has to be genuine. It has to feel right. When things feels right and when it's genuine and your intention is pure and the whole partnership or collaboration is a win-win, then the result and the partnership will sustain, will be long-lasting, will be long. Because what I aim to do is to build my own brand, to build my own personality, to build my whole image. In the long run, like in 10 years time, 20 years time, whenever people talk about me behind my back, it's good things. It's not something that, it's good things. Like I want to, like, if one day I'm not on this earth anymore, people will talk about good things about me instead of bad things, because that's what the legacy that I want. And also, like you said, family, how they see me, like what kind of example that I set for my family, my kids especially. So I want them to be like me. So that's why I need to set the right example.
What is the darkest moments when you run your business?
My darkest moment, I can say that about a year and a half ago, close to 2 years ago, when my husband lost his income, we had
due to COVID, right, at that time?
Actually no, after the COVID after market started to open up, that's when he lost his income, because like, you know, he was involved in foreign investment, and that's where the transition where money become coins. And the currency thing, you know, all this cryptocurrency and everything, then we had a lot of money overseas. And because of the transition of this kind of thing, and then our account is locked, our money is stuck overseas, and suddenly his income stopped. So our cash flow stops. So but then the good side is this shop is already set up. The investment is already in, the shipment's already in. So, but then he told me that, look, now that I cannot support you, you have to make this business work. You have to really focus, because previously, the first 2 years, you have been really enjoying, because we don't have to, because we are bootstrapped. We don't have loan, we don't have funders and all. We use our own money. So to me, that time I built the brand. I don't really care about sales. I just built the brand. But when that happened, the darkest moment where we have to downsize. We were living in the bungalow. We have to downsize to a condo. We have to sell off our car. I have to sell off my bags. I really have to earn extra income to get extra cash flow, because we have kids. We both really, any deal we do, anything, any opportunity we do. So that's why I have a lot of other side business. I do consultation as well. I do sometimes I help to do like some kind of media stuff. Photo shoot I also do, because it's all money. So because we go through the transition of from high income earner to middle income earner, that kind of thing. So that was my darkest moment, because I suddenly lost the support financially, and I had to really focus on bringing money in. I don't have makeup pen anymore. Like if this month the sales is not enough, then how am I gonna pay my staff? Because I don't have funding, I don't have loan, you know, I don't have extra cash flow like other people where they are well funded, they can just enjoy 1 year just building the brand. I'm not like that. Yeah. So that's how but after 1.5 years now, we have gone through it. We have stabilized. I'm very grateful. Along the way, I meet the right people. I meet the right partnership, the right brand collaboration. And I put myself out there to meet people. That's how I met you also, I think, one of the days. Because for me, it's like I need to improve myself. I need to enhance my knowledge and my skill and my network, because the network is your net worth. But at the same time, being genuine with relationship, then it can last. Then people will look for you and think of you when they need something, or they want something, or they want to ask something, you know? Like I want to be at the back of people's mind, like, I think that, we can ask Adeline, we can collaborate with Adeline, we can partner with Adeline. I want that kind of good reputation outside. So I put myself out there. It's very uncomfortable, really, because when I go for an event, I come home, I will just
Tired.
tired, and I will have like, okay, don't disturb me for a while. Give mommy 1 hour. I shower. I put on the mask. I come back at 9 o'clock. Okay, you stay. You watch TV first. Then after I treat myself, I fill my own cup. Then I come back. Oh, then I hug them. I spend time with them. And I always say that my kids are my battery charger. I hug them. I'm charged because I will remind myself what am I doing all this for. Yeah, to set example, of course, to bring in money to the family, and also to set the example, to set the foundation. And when they say, oh, that's my mommy, like they will be very proud. Oh, this is my mom. You get what I mean? So yeah, that is my motivation every day. Yeah.
So the next question will be, I mean, just like you mentioned is that previously you are doing a lot of like brand awareness stuff, right? So we do understand, it's important, to do like brand awareness for whatever products that we are doing, right? But at some point, no matter how much we do, right? If they aren't generating any income, pretty much it's pretty tough, especially like we're talking about small SMEs, right? And also startup founders. So is there any strategy that you will recommend where we have a balance of brand awareness at the same time that we are able to get income in as well?
Yeah, I think I learned from the hard way because previously I thought doing all this brand awareness is also marketing. Actually, it's not. It's actually your branding, because doing PR branding and marketing is two different things. PR branding, you use money, you spend money. Marketing is when you generate revenue, something like that lah. I'm not very that one, but that is generally how I understand this. So that's why after I known that, after I attend a few events and I read the book and I read something, I began to realize, actually all this while I've been doing branding PR, but I'm not really pushing sales. So now I will always have a conscious decision where, okay, I do this is for what? What is my purpose? I do this because I want to expand my network and to get leads for future collaboration. But it doesn't necessarily will bring in revenue at that point in time. It might bring in revenue in 6 months' time or 12 months' time. So it takes time to grow because branding, then good branding will have the good trust. The good trust, then there will higher chance that they will work with you and they will buy your product or what else. They'll talk about you and all. So that is one thing. That is more delayed kind of result. Then marketing is where, like this month we have our, like this month is August month. We celebrated our 4th anniversary. So we pushed 21% for 21 days. It's the biggest sales happening right now. Okay.
21.
So 21 days of 21% sales. So that is marketing. That is to help to generate revenue, to sales. But the reason why we pushing is because we wanted to give back to our community as well. Because I also don't want throughout the year all have sales, because the branding would not work that way. Because our product without sales also you buy is worth it. That is how I believe it and how people believe it. So I want people to feel, but then of course during our special month we push the sales for them so that they can save some money and buy more. So that is that is marketing. So how to balance is you always have to consciously, when you do planning, you always have to consciously think, this one bring money or not? This one, maybe this is delay, or this one bring money. Okay, this one bring money. Okay, focus on this, execute while doing this. So you have to have your team that understand what your goal and your purpose. Like to me, I'm still very new in leading teams. I learn as I go. Sometimes I make mistakes. Sometimes my team make mistakes. But I always tell myself and I always tell my team that, mistake is not the end of the day. It's not the end of the world. When we make mistake, when we overlook something, when we were taken advantage, it's okay. We review and then we see what go wrong, and then we don't repeat it again. And then we move on and be better. So every time, every campaign we do, we'll be better. Every decision that we make, we are making better decision. So as we grow, we learn. As we grow, we learn. That kind of thing. So there's no exact I don't believe there's a one formula for success. It's a process, and throughout the process, you meet the right people, the right community, the people that trust you, that can vibe with you. So I for the past 1 year, I'm so fortunate that I get to meet a lot of people that I can vibe with. That really, like, we sit down, we have a drink, we can talk all sorts of things. At the same time, we can let's collaborate. Because it feels right. It's not fake. That is what I really truly grateful for, the relationship out of business. Actually, entrepreneurs' friends support entrepreneurs' friends the most.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Our friends, not to say I would say bad things about our friends, but our friends that we know last time, because of the gap that maybe vision and mission is different, like the way they think is different, they might not think the same way. They say, oh, Adeline, why you want to make yourself so hard? Like, just stay back. Stop doing a lot of things already. Just go home, you know? They will always say that. But I will always say that, no, I need to do this. Why do you need to do this? Life is not all about making money. I said, no, it's not all about making money. If it's only making money, I will not go out at night. But sometimes it's about building the relationship. It's about building a connection. It's about building the trust. The money is not like that one. It's what is called the money in different way. The reward is in a different way, not in monetary.
Yeah.
And then throughout the process, you gain a good friend that can push you through and with you throughout the entrepreneur journey. That is what I really like, you know. So you say that, oh, sometimes I do too much of that, then I forgot, oh, marketing, I need to bring in money. I got mid of the month already. Our sales not hitting our target. Okay, we just push sales 3-day sale or 5-day sales just to shock the market a little bit, throw in some sales to get some kind of cash flow, or because at the end of the day, we are bootstrapped. Every single money, every single cent that we spend is our own money. That's why it's very,
I think for all business, startup is all about money and sense, right? So
Correct.
if you start a business without have the intention of making money, I think it's pretty much BS lah. I mean, if
yes, correct.
Yeah, you know, who's gonna pay for your stuff, your rental, you know, those kind of stuff. Yeah. So I mean, do you think that, I mean, this is a pretty like old kind of thing, you know?
Yes.
Do you think like men should work and women should stay home and do laundry, washing dishes, you know, and why?
Actually, I believe everyone is born with a purpose. You know, whether or not you are a man or a woman, you are born with a purpose. Whether that you are good at something. There are men that are good at cooking and taking care of kids.
Yeah.
There are women that cannot take care of kids. They only give birth and then the husband do everything. But you cannot judge because it's their nature, it's their personality, it's how they are brought up. Maybe the man is brought up in a family full of kids, full of siblings, that he's very good at it.
Taking care
of siblings and all, okay? Since young. And maybe the woman, the wife is the only child and never touched baby before, but she gave birth because out of love and because of family and all, but then she really cannot. But her strength is to be out there. Then why not?
Yeah.
So to me, there's no such thing as men go out work and pay for everything and women just stay at home. No. For me, it's a balance. Like I said, I strongly believe in the marriage, especially in a relationship, it's a balanced responsibility. You do your part, I do my part. But we need to know what is our strength. Like for example, for my husband and I hate driving. I rather Grab. I rather pay extra for a luxurious car to enjoy in the car rather than I drive, because driving drives me crazy. And I can be very productive from point A to point B. I can do 2 reels, I can do a post, I can call, I can message, I can do so much. I'm so productive and I'm so awake. But if you ask me to drive from point A to point B, I get so stressed. But then I reach there, I'm so drained because I need to think of where to park, the traffic, the thing. I cannot, because I'm from Kuching, right? I'm from Kuching, Sarawak, so I cannot tahan the traffic in KL. I like motorbike go through me outside, I got stressed already. Can you please not so close? So I cannot. It really drain my energy. So I don't feel that it's worth it. So I'm not born to drive. So my husband is the one that drives.
Okay lah, you know.
Yeah, my husband drive me, drop me off and all, and then if he cannot drive, I Grab lor.
So your husband is from Kuching also?
No, from here. That's why I'm here. Yeah, I'm not supposed to be in KL. I'm supposed to go out overseas because my dream is to be in London, my dream place. That is another story for another time. But I met my husband when I was 21. So I giving my age away. We've been together for 14 years. I'm 35 this year. 14 years. We grow up together. So when we grow up together, we go through life together. We sort of like a partner in life. More than, I mean, it's balanced. But we know each other. We know the strength. I know his strength. He know my weakness. Like, I'm a person that I'm a planner. I'm a perfectionist. I plan things. If the plan doesn't go my way, I'd rather not do. Or I will throw in a towel. Yeah, I used to be like that. Now better already. I was like, you late for half an hour. I don't have time for you. No need to meet. Like I'm that kind of perfectionist, kind of like things must go based on what I plan in
on
minutes, on the dot. Okay? But my husband is totally opposite, you know. So when things goes wrong, when things I cannot do, I cannot deal with stress, like last minute stress I cannot do, I throw it to him. He will help me handle. He's the person that can work under stress, very stressed. So when I throw in the towel, he will pick up the towel and he will settle everything. But he is not a person that will plan. So I plan for him. And when things goes wrong, he settle himself.
So you take all the shit lah.
Yeah. So I think the role, like, cause we grew up together since young, right? So we know our strength and we know you, like, he knows me, I know him. We don't have to talk. We know what each other gonna think and do. So we do for each other. So it's in the marriage. I think it's in a relationship lah. I don't want to say marriage because not many people will get married to be together. Sometimes they get to be together like partnership. But as long as you are in a relationship, man and woman, I'm not sure about other combination. So once you identify the strength of a man and a woman in that relationship, then we just work on that. You know, like you know your relationship the best. So there's no like, oh, men should be at home or should be go out. No, to me it's like if you have opportunity to go out, you go out. If not, you stay at home. If you are good in cooking, what you cook, I don't mind. But also he also wouldn't stay at home lah. So we have a helper lor.
Just be yourself.
Be yourself and do what you are good at. And of course, continue learning and giving. When your life in a relationship is when you are doing it for other people, you do your best. So I always think, I'm doing it for my husband, I'm doing it for my family, my kids, I'm doing it for my team, I'm doing it for the business. I need to pay salary, I need to pay rental. That's why I'm out there trying my best to do my best. And that's when I can do, that's how my energy can flow endlessly. If I say I'm doing it for myself, I say, okay, never mind, myself, I can sacrifice. You get what I mean? Yeah. That is how I see things.
How do you deal with the pressure of the society expectations, like, of a mom? Because you are working, and, normally, you have to take care of your kids, and you have to stay at home,
Yes.
do all the laundries. How do you, I mean, does anyone ever says, like, should stay at home,
No, actually, I think people that know me, they know that I'm very wild out there. Like I want to go out. So I think for this, but for new people that know me, they will ask, Adeline, they always ask me, why would you want to work so hard? So I say that because I love it. The drive in me, I'm driven by challenges. The more challenges I see ahead of me, the more I'm motivated to solve the challenges.
Does anyone like lang sui, why you should, you don't need to do business one night, just...
I stay away from this kind of people. I don't know. I said, I don't like. I said that, everyone have their own life to live. You are happy that way, I'm happy this way. Yeah, but that's why I said everyone has their purpose in life. Some people are meant to just work and stay normal and be minimalist. Like that.
Minimalist.
Yeah, like just
平平淡淡.
YOLO. YOLO. I cannot. I would think like, okay, what are the legacy that I want to leave it for my kids? What are the things that if let's say one day I'm gone, then what are the things that I left for my mother or my husband or my kids? What would I would think of all these things lah. Yeah.
Last questions.
Yes.
Do you think society does enough to support mothers or women in general who want to start businesses?
For me, I think we are getting better than last time. Women are more braver right now, and because we are more united. Like let's say for example, when we go for a tech event, then maybe got 50 men but 3 ladies. So we have to work towards that lah. We as a woman, as a female entrepreneur, as a business people, we have to stand up for ourselves. That's why we have to always
support each other.
Support, but at the same time improve each other. Means that we have to motivate like, let's go and learn this, or let's go and study this. Let's go and that's why that's why I like to go for events and meet new friends through events, because people who goes to events are different breed of people.
Do you have like communities like that you launch or that you create to support?
All this while I've been trying to create communities, Pliē community, Pliē Mom. But I really believe, right? Community people don't stay in one community.
Yes.
Nowadays, one person can be in 100 communities. That is how it works. So there's no point for you to create a community and try to retain them.
Mhm.
The more you force them to be in a community, the more they will go out. So to me, is to grow a community is to grow the branding and the awareness, and anyone come and go. And I've been trying to build Pliē community, and my community consists of women that want to be better of themselves, want to come out to work, going to pregnancy, want to go for event. Sometimes they bring their dress and they go fitting. Oh, what kind of compression shapewear can I wear under this dress? Oh, this is my uniform. So my community is not fixed in this group of people.
Yeah.
But to me, a community is a place where like-minded people with the same purpose or intention that comes together. Yeah, at different time of life. So to me, that is my version of community. Outside is like, oh, my community have 1,000 people of this and that. To me, you cannot keep them because this 1,000, they're also involved in other community. They are not yours to keep. Because like myself, I'm in so many community. I not that I jump, but different community with different purpose. Like this community is for this community is for this purpose. This community is just to learn, and this is for networking, and this is for exposure, and this is so different community has different purpose. It's very tiring if you try to create so many community for different purpose, right? So to me, I already 看开, like I look past it. I strongly believe a community is when the value is there, the when we can offer something with the same value, and people come and go, but at different point in their life. That's how I see community. I don't know whether I answered your question.
If today there's a mom, for example,
Yes, a mom. Okay.
that have those kind of mindset that she have to stay at home, what sort of thoughts that you have, for this type of mom or for this group of ladies? I appreciate that a lot.
Yes.
Yeah. So what sort of
at first, actually, I will ask them, what makes you happy? What makes me happy is to be out there meeting people. That's why I enjoy doing it. So some people like say, but Adeline, I'm very lazy. Like I feel like when weekend I just want to stay at home, hug my dog, hug my kid, or just watch Netflix. And I said, what makes you happy? Does that make you happy? If yes, go ahead lah. But if it's not making you happy and making you depressed, then come out lah and go and attend events and meet more people and try to find the inspiration or the energy that match with you. So you go out. So if let's say like, okay, whatever that you're doing now is causing you to depress and say that, oh, my life is not worth living, that is when you need to go out.
What if my husband said no?
Oh, you have to talk to your husband. Okay. For me, having support system is very important.
Yes.
Your husband must have a reason to say no. If your husband's reason is, oh, it's because of your health issue, you cannot go out because you need to, you have to take care of yourself. That makes sense. But if your husband is saying, no, I don't want you to pao tolu me, I don't want you to go out and show people your face, I don't want to be known as my wife, go out to work, and then I have no face. If that kind of husband, you think twice with this relationship.
Yeah.
Because if he were to say that to you, that means that he doesn't respect you as a person. That he feel that is all in his that he very 忠心, very 大男人, very. When you love each other in a marriage or in a relationship, you want the best for the person. Like how my husband want the best for me. I told him that, wow, I'm busy, I'm so tired, but I really love it. Like yesterday, I was with another friend that we are discussing some potential partnership business in the future. I was so tired. I was like so pushed out, and then I was like, then she called a bottle of wine, and then we were drinking, and I said, so I'm so tired. But the conversation and the companion is so worth it. You get what I mean? So sometimes physical tired is not so important because the companion and the discussion and the topic is more valuable. So then then we walk back home. If you see my reels, both of us we walk back because we stay in Kuang Kara, so we walk from Kura, we walk back home. So she said that, hey, Adeline, let's walk back home. Don't need to call Grab. I said, my husband can come and pick me up. Then he said, no, walk back. Let's walk back. And you've never done it, but I never done it. Okay, let's walk. Very near. Then I said, okay. I trust her. I believe in her. I said, okay, let's do this. You make sure you bring me home, okay? Because I don't know the direction. I'm so tired. Then she just, let's walk again, fresh air. While walking, we talk more, and then there's fresh air. It's so refreshing. And then, but by the time I reach my condo, I text my husband, come down and get my bag, please. I'm so tired. But the thing is, the companion, the people that you are with is far more valuable than how you feel. It will. But of course, when I'm at home, I shut down already. I go shower. But my point is, you need when the person say no to you, that say, oh, you cannot go out, you cannot go work, you cannot start business, you must know the reason. If the reason is because this was he say you cannot do it, say that you should not do it because he don't believe in you, but you haven't tried. Of course, if you fail a lot of times, then you have to find the solution why you fail. But if let's say you never try and then they are blocking you, your husband is saying no, you cannot because of the face because of the reputation then I think you need to reconsider to have a really heart talk with him. Like, what do you want of me? Like, do you really love me? If this makes me happy, can you give me some time to try? Can you give me a period of time, like 12 months to try? Like, then you go out, then the kids no one take care, no one. Then you said, how does other family do? Can we find a way? Can we hire a helper? Can we get a support system? Can we put our kids in some tuition center or a daycare? Because that's how kids grow up. Like how last time we grow up, my mother left me at home alone. We got helper and correct or not?
Yeah, same lah.
We grow up so like we just stay at home. Don't open door for strangers. That's all, man. I can see you want to eat take from the fridge or I cook already. Go and 咬出来吃 like we got so pamper one. Why got like, oh, we color together? Why got like that? Because nowadays our parenting is very different, and then we want to do more because we are lack of that kind of childhood. So we want to do more for our kids. But the thing is it necessary every time? You can do it once in a while. That's called quality time.
No.
But it doesn't have to be all the time that you make yourself restrict yourself that you cannot do anything else. I used to be like kind of mother, like I restrict my kids to drink, eat but after I have my second, I'm more open. I said, okay, as long as you are full, you are happy, you want to eat bread for dinner, okay, eat bread. But of course, not all the time. Oh, you don't want to eat rice, don't want to eat fish, eat fish. Oh, you don't want to eat anything, drink milk, you hungry, you let me know. So I'm more chill right now after 2 kids because 看得开. You need to be open. You need to know what really matters. You know, then you find the solution to it. I think that is the most important thing.
Before you end, anything else that you want to share to our audience?
I always
especially the moms.
Yes, the mom. I think for mom, right? I feel that as a woman, as a female, as a lady in this society, of course, we have our disadvantage. We are always being labeled to be like, we have to stay home, family, we have to take care, husband. Yes, we have to do all this because we are the more gentle side, we are actually born to be that part of the relationship where we take care of people. That's how I say, 世上只有妈妈好吗? We never say 爸爸好 because mama supposed to be like that. We supposed to be like that. But of course, you need to be happy also. So you always need to ask yourself, what are the things that is making you happy? If you do this and you are happy, then okay. But if you are doing all this and you are not happy, you are depressed, you feel like life is not worth living, and you feel like I'm not living for myself, then I think that is the time where you need to go out and explore the world. Start with 1 friend, 2 friends, and then 3 friends. Then slowly you have a group of friends. You know, you have to start somewhere because life is short. Life is very short. Just make worth of every day of your life. Do your best every day. And then do anything that is, as long as you don't hurt, you don't harm, you don't take advantage. That's my principle. It's a win-win situation, then go ahead. You get what I mean? Yeah. So I always tell myself that people ask me, how do you label yourself? Like yesterday, someone interviewed me and I said, how do you do you want to be labeled as momtrepreneur, entrepreneur, whatever? Then I say, no, actually I want to be called as a dynamic navigator of life. That is the branding that I put for myself. I think it suits me very much because I'm very dynamic and I navigate through life, through my all different challenges in my life, because I go through so much in my life. I cannot say that everyone is the same. Everyone has their own life to go through, but I think I've been doing quite well, being blessed with opportunities, good karma because of doing good as well. And then I'm a dynamic navigator of life. Yeah, that's how I want to label myself.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Anything else that you want to share?
I think that's all. I think I talked a lot. I talked too much. I get a few questions. I tell you like a lot of grandma story, but yeah, this is a very good conversation, WengHonn. Thank you so much for having me.
No worries at all. So thanks for your time. Hope to have another session with you in the near future.
Can.
And thanks for all of you guys. So if you have any question, feel free to comment below, and then I will get Adeline to answer you guys on the chat box. All right. So thanks for watching, and see you again. Okay.
Thank
Ciao.
you. Bye.